Welcome back to the channel. Today, we have an absolute bombshell dropping in the world of sports, and frankly, the world of global pop culture. If you have been paying any attention to social media or the buzzing corridors of the international tennis community over the last 24 hours, you have probably seen the cryptic message. Two words have sent the internet into an absolute frenzy: coming soon. But this isn't just any regular teaser. This is coming from none other than ALEXANDRA EALA, the pride of the Philippines, the rising superstar of the Women's Tennis Association, and the athlete who has been single-handedly redefining what is possible for Southeast Asian representation on the global stage. She has posted a teaser that promises to quote-unquote shock the whole world. What is this explosion? What could a 21-year-old tennis phenom, currently sitting at a career-high world number 37, be preparing to unleash that warrants this level of unprecedented hype? Today, we are going to dive deep into every single clue, every whisper, and every piece of context surrounding this massive announcement. But to truly understand the magnitude of what Alex EALA is about to do, we first have to understand the incredible trajectory of her career, the massive brand she has built, and why the global sports ecosystem is hanging on to her every word. The sports world is no stranger to hype. We see athletes announce new shoe deals, documentary series, and brand partnerships every single week. But there's a distinct difference between standard PR marketing and the kind of cultural earthquake that EALA is hinting at. When you look at her recent performances, her groundbreaking rise through the rankings, and the intense loyalty of her fan base, you start to realize that ALEXANDRA EALA is not just a tennis player anymore. She is a global icon in the making. And icons do not just drop generic announcements. They shift paradigms. They change the game. Let us set the stage. It is May 2026. ALEXANDRA EALA has just turned 21 years old. She is heading into French Open at Roland Garros, carrying the weight and the hopes of an entire nation on her shoulders. She is drawing crowds. She is turning heads. She has broken into the WTA Top 40, recently hitting world number 37. She has faced down giants of the sport. She has trained at the Rafael Nadal Academy, soaking in the championship mentality of one of the greatest competitors to ever pick up a racket. And right in the middle of this intense, high-pressure Grand Slam season, when most athletes are shutting out the noise and entering a media blackout, she drops a bombshell. Coming soon. Something that will shock the whole world. Think about the psychology behind that timing. Why now? Why on the eve of one of the most grueling tournaments in the world, the clay courts of Paris, where she is slated to face the formidable American teenager Iva Jovic? The timing is deliberate. It is calculated. It is a masterclass in capturing the world's attention when the spotlight is already swinging in your direction. Is it a groundbreaking sponsorship deal that will shatter records for Asian athletes? Is it a partnership that transcends sports and crosses over into fashion, entertainment, or global philanthropy? Or is it something even more personal, a project she has been secretly developing behind closed doors while simultaneously battling her way through the grueling WTA Tour? In this comprehensive deep dive, we are going to analyze the anatomy of a global superstar. We will trace her steps from her junior Grand Slam titles to her current status as a formidable force on the Pro Tour. We will examine the business of ALEXANDRA EALA, the power of the Philippine fan base, and the massive leverage she now holds in the corporate sports world. By the end of this broadcast, you will understand exactly why this upcoming announcement is not just a passing headline, but a defining moment in the evolution of modern sports branding. So, settle in, because we are unpacking the mystery, the strategy, and the incredible journey of Alex EALA. Let's begin by looking at the foundation of this incredible story. To comprehend the shockwave this announcement is about to send, you must first respect the groundwork ALEXANDRA EALA has laid down over the past few years. We are talking about a young woman who did not just inherit a legacy. She forged one out of pure iron will and undeniable talent in a region that historically has not been a traditional powerhouse in global tennis. The Philippines has always had a rich sporting culture, heavily dominated by basketball and boxing. But tennis? Tennis was a mountain that seemed incredibly steep to climb. Enter Alex EALA. From her early days dominating the junior circuit, winning junior Grand Slam titles in doubles and singles, it was clear she possessed a rare, generational talent. But talent alone does not get you to the top 50 of the WTA rankings. It takes an elite mindset. Moving to Spain to train at the Rafa Nadal Academy was the crucible that forged her current resilience. Imagine being a teenager, far from home, subjecting yourself to the grueling, punishing standards set by a 22-time Grand Slam champion. Nadal's philosophy of relentless effort, treating every single point as if it were championship point, became deeply embedded in Eala's DNA. We have seen it on the court. We saw it in her breakout season in 2025. Think back to the Miami Open, that magical, defining run where she marched into the semifinals, dispatching top 10 players, leaving the tennis establishment stunned. She did not just win, she announced her arrival. She followed that up with a maiden tour final at Eastbourne and her first WTA 125 title in Guadalajara. She smashed through the glass ceiling, becoming the first Filipina to ever enter the top 100, and she did not stop there. She kept climbing, top 80, top 50, and now, hovering around the top 35. Every time she steps onto the court, she carries the pride of over 100 million Filipinos. This intense national backing is a crucial puzzle piece in understanding her upcoming announcement. In the modern era of sports, an athlete's value is not solely dictated by their win-loss record. It is dictated by their reach, their engagement, and their ability to mobilize a massive audience. And very few athletes on the planet have a fan base as fiercely passionate and digitally active as Alex Eala. The Philippine sports community supports their own with a ferocity that major brands and global corporations crave. When Alex plays, the nation watches. When Alex posts, the internet moves at so. When a figure with as much cultural gravity posts coming soon, with a promise to shock the world, the corporate and sporting world stand at attention. Let us analyze the potential theories regarding what this explosion could actually be. Theory number 1, the ultimate crossover brand partnership. We are currently living in an era where athletes are no longer just endorsing products. They are becoming equity partners, creative directors, and lifestyle icons. Think about Serena Williams and her ventures into fashion and venture capital. Think about Naomi Osaka and her media company or her skincare line. Alex Eala is at the perfect age and the perfect stage in her career to launch something massive. Could we be looking at the launch of her own global sportswear brand? A collaboration with a luxury fashion house? Tennis and high fashion have always walked hand in hand. The aesthetic of tennis is deeply ingrained in global style. For a 21-year-old superstar with global appeal, a major, unprecedented fashion or lifestyle deal is highly probable. If she were to announce a signature line that bridges high performance with street fashion, tailored not just for the Western market, but heavily targeting the booming Asian market, it would absolutely send shockwaves through the industry. Theory number 2, a media and entertainment breakthrough. In the age of streaming, the appetite for behind-the-scenes sports documentaries is insatiable. We have seen the success of series focusing on Formula One, golf, and of course, tennis. What if this announcement is a massive, multi-part, premium documentary series tracking her life? Not just a standard sports doc, but an intimate, cinematic exploration of the pressure of carrying a nation's hopes, the intense isolation of the professional tennis tour, and the unique cultural dynamic of being a Southeast Asian prodigy in a European and American-dominated sport. A global deal with a streaming giant would not only elevate her profile to the stratosphere, but would truly shock the world by providing unprecedented access to a rising star's inner sanctum. Theory number 3, a philanthropic or developmental institution. Alex Eala knows exactly how hard it is to make it from the Philippines to the top tier of global tennis. The lack of infrastructure, the struggle for funding, the sheer logistical nightmare of traveling the globe. What if this explosion is the launch of the Alexandra EALA Foundation, or an elite tennis academy based in Asia, backed by massive international investors? Imagine her announcing a multi-million-dollar initiative designed to fund, and train the next generation of Asian tennis prodigies. That would not just be a commercial announcement. It would be a legacy-defining move. It would change the landscape of the sport for decades to come, fulfilling her oft-stated desire to bring pride and opportunity to her country. Whatever this announcement is, the strategy behind its release is flawless. As I mentioned earlier, she dropped this right before the French Open. She is about to play Iva Jovic. The tennis media is already swarming Paris. Every microphone, every camera is pointed at Roland Garros. By teasing this now, she ensures that every press conference, every post-match interview will inevitably include the question, Alex, what is the secret? She is dominating the news cycle without having to say a single word. It is brilliant, and let us not ignore the mental fortitude it takes to pull this off. To tease a world-shocking announcement right before navigating a grueling Grand Slam draw requires supreme confidence. It shows that she is not easily distracted. She is not overwhelmed by the noise. She is creating the noise. She is controlling the narrative. This is a hallmark of a veteran, not a 21-year-old. It speaks to the mental conditioning she received at the Nadal Academy. You do not flinch in the face of pressure. You lean into it. As we continue to dissect this, we must also acknowledge the broader implications for women's sports. We are in the middle of a massive boom in the valuation and visibility of female athletes. Viewership is up. Investment is up. The cultural impact of women's sports is arguably stronger now than at any point in history. ALEXANDRA EALA is riding the crest of this wave. But she is not just riding it. She is helping to direct it. She represents a new generation of female athletes who are unapologetically ambitious, financially savvy, and acutely aware of their worth. They are not waiting for a seat at the table. They are building their own tables. When she says this will shock the world, we must take her at her word. The word shock implies something unexpected, something that disrupts the status quo. If it were just a standard racket sponsorship, she would not use that language. This has to be something that breaks the mold, something that makes sports agents, marketing executives, and fans alike stop in their tracks and realize that the game has changed. Consider the geopolitical aspect of sports marketing. The Asian market is the holy grail for global brands. But historically, tennis has struggled to find consistent, transcendent superstar from Southeast Asia who can bridge the gap between East and West. Li Na did it for China. Naomi Osaka did it for Japan. ALEXANDRA EALA is positioned to do it for the Philippines and the broader Southeast Asian region. If her announcement involves a strategic partnership with global tech giants or massive Asian conglomerates, it could represent a seismic shift in how tennis is marketed and consumed in the Eastern Hemisphere. Let us also consider her recent performance on the clay courts. She has been vocal about feeling more prepared, more comfortable on the grueling red dirt. She had a strong showing in Rome, taking down tough opponents and showcasing a refined, patient, and powerful baseline game. She is evolving. She is no longer just a raw talent relying on instinct. She is a tactical player, learning how to construct points, how to manage her energy, and how to outthink her opponents. This physical and tactical evolution is mirroring her brand evolution. Just as she is adding layers to her tennis game, she is adding layers to her public persona. The intrigue is intoxicating. Fans on social media are dissecting every pixel of her recent posts, looking for hidden clues, color schemes, or subtle hints. Is it a new logo? Is it a hidden message in the background? The engagement metrics must be astronomical. And this, fundamentally, is the power of the tease. It builds a community of speculation. It transforms passive fans into active participants in the narrative. As we approach the moment of truth, the anticipation is only going to build. Every day that passes without the full reveal only adds fuel to the fire. We will be watching her matches at the French Open with a dual focus, analyzing her forehand, and waiting for her to drop the mic in a post-match interview as we wrap up this deep dive into the impending explosion promised by ALEXANDRA EALA. We have to take a step back and appreciate the moment we are witnessing. We are watching a young athlete completely own her narrative. We are watching the intersection of elite athletic performance, masterful public relations, and immense cultural influence. Whatever the announcement turns out to be, whether it's a paradigm-shifting business venture, a groundbreaking media project, or a monumental philanthropic endeavor, one thing is absolutely certain. ALEXANDRA EALA has already won the week. She has captured the world's imagination. She has forced everyone, from casual sports fans to hardcore tennis analysts, to stop what they are doing and pay attention to her. Think about the journey she has taken to get here. From a young girl with a dream in the Philippines, to a champion on the junior circuit, to a history-making professional breaking into the WTA Top 40, and now, to a global brand capable of promising a worldwide shockwave. It is a testament to her work ethic, her family support, and the unbreakable spirit she brings to everything she does. To the fans watching, to the millions of supporters back in the Philippines and around the globe, this is your moment too. Your unwavering support has helped build a platform that allows her to make a statement this bold. You have shown the world the power of a united fan base, and the corporate world has absolutely taken notice. As the French Open gets underway, we wish Alexandra EALA the absolute best of luck on courts of Roland Garros. She has a tough draw. She has formidable opponents. But as she has proven time and time again, she is built for the big stage. We will be covering every serve, every volley, and of course, the second she finally reveals exactly what this massive coming soon announcement is, you can guarantee we will be here, breaking it down in real time. Until then, the speculation continues. The hype is real. The world is watching. Keep your eyes glued to her social media. Keep supporting her journey, and prepare yourselves, because if Alexandra EALA promises to shock the world, you better believe she is going to deliver. Thank you so much for tuning in to this extensive breakdown. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications so you do not miss the massive update when the news finally drops. And as always, let me know your craziest theories in the comment section below. What do you think the explosion is? Drop your thoughts, and I will see you in the next video.